All right. Happy election day, everybody. JC here. Let's go vote. We are about 3.5 miles from the designated voting polling location for my area. So not a long FSD drive today, but seeing that it's a momentous day, one that only comes around every 4 years, voting for the president of our great country. Add on top of that that whoever is our new president will be a new president. Well, I guess I should reword that a bit. If one of them wins, they've been the president before, but they'll be a new one. And then if the other one wins, they will not only be a new president, but will also be our country's first female president. So a lot of momentous things going on today. I urge everyone to get out there and vote, no matter what your political affiliation is. It's always important to exercise our right, our constitutional right, to vote in these elections. As a United States Marine veteran, I take it even more serious and more of a privilege that we get to vote for our leaders. And it is a privilege. It's a privilege that's been fought for. Blood's been shed over it. Thousands, millions of people have died to give us the right and to maintain the right for us to have a Republican democracy. One in which we can not only vote for our leaders, but we can send a message to those leaders through our vote if we so choose. It's a great thing we have in this country, and we shouldn't take it for granted. All right, doing really well on this FSD drive thus far. Had some rain early this morning here in the Houston area. Again, for any of you who are new to my videos, I live in the Porter, Texas area of the country. Porter is essentially a suburb of the greater Houston metropolitan area. We are about 35 to 40 miles northeast of downtown Houston, which may seem like a lot of miles away for something to be considered a suburb, but the Houston geographic area is extremely large. In fact, the Houston geographic area may be the largest geographic metro center in the country, seeing that you can drive over 100 miles from one location to another and still be in what's considered the greater Houston metro area. So yeah, that's where I live. All right, we're coming up to a two-way stop with school bus coming through. They've got the right of way. They're gonna take a right. We got another car coming, creep up for a little visibility, and we need to take a left, but we got another car coming, and that traffic has the right of way. We go. Great job. Perfect. Cross the railroad tracks, come up to the stop sign. We'll take a right, but we have a vehicle coming to our left. There we go. Excellent job. I see that's the second school bus I've seen. I thought school was out today. Somebody told me that schools were out. I'm the last person to ask about that. I no longer have any children that are school age. All of my children have grown and flown the nest. I have 2 children in the United States military. One's a Navy submariner, and the other one's a Marine. And then I've got 1 child that lives in Conroe now. She's a working adult. And my youngest child is actually in college up in Denton, Texas. So, nobody riding school buses anymore for me. So, when somebody tells me school's in or out, I'm like, okay, I'll take your word for it. I sure see a lot of school buses though. So must not be all of them that are out, unless they're using them for something else today. Maybe using them for election work, who knows. All right, about to take a right here next to the VFW sign. Cross back over the railroad tracks. Stop there. We got a couple of bodies of water. It stopped. It was a little cautious. I'm fine with that. Got right in between those 2 bodies of water perfectly. Now we're on a little country road here, as are many of the roads here in the Porter, New Caney area. We're going to take a left up here where you see the Landmark Baptist Church sign. Got another body of water to the left, but not as big. Couple of pedestrians to the right. Our voting location is actually a church as well. It's the Friendship United Methodist Church here in Porter. All right. It's bringing me to the parking lot across the street, and it's going to park me at the parking lot across the street. Well, it didn't quite park me fully. So actually, this is the better parking spot. Anyway, I see the parking lot is pretty full over there at the polling place. So I am going to park here. I'm going to do a little bit better of a parking job than FSD did. But I'm going to park right here, and then I'll go in and do my American duty and vote, and then get back in the Tesla and head back to the house. All right. Talk to y'all in a little bit after I have voted. Bye. All right, everybody. I'm back. Just got done voting. There's a pretty good little line in there. I didn't know exactly what to expect. Obviously, it's election day. I am one of those folks that I like to vote in person, and I like to do it on the day of the election. And it's more emotional for me than anything else. Obviously, it doesn't make a lot of sense for a lot of people, but for me personally, being a Marine veteran, having lost friends, I take our elections very seriously. So the least I can do for me personally, this isn't for anybody else, just me personally, is I like to do it in person and on the day. And it's just a little bit more personal for me, a little more special. And again, like I said, I am not by any means drawing any subjective assessments of mail-in or anything like that. Do not. I mean, you need to do it. Obviously, a lot of troops, in fact, both my children have to do absentee because they're deployed. So I'm just speaking for me personally, being Joe Blow, America, in Porter, Texas, Marine veteran. I do it on the day in person. All right, so let's head on back to the casa. Let's get it engaged here. Push the button, and off we go. Go past the church. You can see a full parking lot over there. Yeah, it was a pretty good line. I would say that when I got into the church, the line was a good 20 people long. There looked to be about 20 voting booths. So we're not talking about a huge polling location, obviously. This is not a huge population dense area, but about 20 voting booths, and then a pretty solid line that just kept getting fed. So everybody taking part and exercising their privilege to vote. Love seeing it. Very diverse crowd too. I love seeing that as well. This is for everybody. We're a unique country, and we need everybody participating in this unique experiment we call the United States of America, because we are an experiment. We're not like every other country where we have a shared history, shared demographics, shared everything. We are a literal chemistry experiment. All right, made our turn. Very good, very smooth. Got a truck turning in front of us. We slowed down a bit, reacted to that very well. Great job. So yes, we are different. We are an experiment. We are a special 250-year-old experiment. Oh, again, another time where it was yellow as we were going through and it turned red. I won't even say over our head, it turned red at our nose. But again, long as I did confirm last night that as long as it's yellow when you're in the intersection, you still have the right of way. So that was still good to go. Well, dead armadillo on the road. You know, I know armadillos are ubiquitous to Texas, but I don't see a whole bunch of them around here. But yeah, there was one unfortunately clobbered to smithereens in the middle of the road there. Not sure if FSD picks up on armadillos. I'm assuming it would if it picks up on cats. Armadillos are about the same size as cats. All right, we needed to make a left turn here, but as you can see, we got oncoming traffic, so we're going to have to wait for our turn, and we should be going right after this black Mercedes, and we do it perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. Slow down a little bit to get over the railroad tracks and take a right. Great job. Come up to the three-way stop up here and we'll take a left. Got a School bus coming through, a little wide berth there. Now it's our turn. We got a lot of school buses coming. I don't know who said, good Lord. It's like an armada of school buses. I don't know who said school was out. It sure doesn't look like it. So I misspoke, I misspoke before thinking school was out. Somebody was wrong in telling me school was out, but no big whoop. My gosh. All right, we got a school bus up here that has got the stop sign on. And let's see how we handle this. All right. We've come to a complete and total stop. School bus moves through. We do great. Awesome. Great job. Yeah, we had a lot of rain come through here last night and this morning, so got some bodies of water along each side of the road, and in some cases in the road. So been a couple of spots on the ride over to the polling site as well as back where it just had a little bit of hesitation at certain spots, but again, you know, it'll do that sometimes with bodies of water. It's just going to be a little extra cautious before it either tries to go through or to get around it. All right, we're going to have a little bit of congestion up here just because school's getting out. We should be, let's see how we handle this. Yeah, it's just a little congested right here. Hopefully it continues to move on through. Yep, looks like it is. Okay, we're continuing to matriculate up. All right, nothing funny other than just some congestion. Didn't know whether there would be some special situation here in front of the school. Sometimes parents will park alongside of the road, and so what you would normally do is if you see a bunch of parents parked alongside the road, you'll go ahead and go around them. But in this case, it was just normal after school congestion. All right. Yes, ma'am, it's your turn. Go right ahead. And we'll follow suit. We're about to go into a roundabout. We got some kids on the sidewalk to the side of the roundabout, and we've got quite a bit of congestion from folks picking up kids from school. All right, we're gonna, there you go. Wait a little bit, let that car go through. Continue to make our way through. That Nissan Rogue kind of jumped in there a little prematurely, but that's all right. We reacted fine to it. Got some pedestrians to the left. School kids walking home. And we got a stop sign here. The traffic to our left and right has the right of way, but there's none coming. So we make our left. Got some more kids to the left. Make a right turn here, no stop sign. That. Got a vehicle to our right that waits on us. Oncoming vehicle. Not a lot of traffic today. All right. Go ahead and end it over here close to the mailboxes.